Alright, so it is recording. Okay, this is just day 14. Got past unlucky day 13. I'm just making a video today, basically about something else that I like to eat. Now, these are potato chips I'm making. All I've done is just basically washed like probably 10 good-sized potatoes in the strainer, and I'm cutting them up into slices about this thin. It's important to cut them all the same size because that way they'll cook at the same temperature, but if you can't, which I can't, then just do the best you can. I use olive oil I put them in these little pans here. I don't know if you can see. That's a pan. I'm gonna be making lots of them, just because anytime I make something, I make lots. That way I don't have to make a meal every time. I don't like doing that. I mean, I'll make something that I'll enjoy for the next few days, and then, I mean, I'll still have my fruit drinks and maybe a salad or something, or these potatoes will keep for like a week. They'll still be good. I'm going to throw them in the oven. I should probably preheat it now. But I cook them about 325, and I'll cook them at 350. And they cook slowly. They're not going to turn out exactly like potato chips. Like, they're going to be fairly, they might turn out a little bit soggy, but if you put salt on them, and they have like a nice taste to them, I think. I don't think that potatoes are meant to be crunchy like potato chips. Like, a raw potato is fairly crunchy, but when they're fried and salted like that, well, baked and salted like this, they turn out pretty nice. And I don't know if you can see, but I've got a bunch cut up here. I'm just going to be cutting them 2 pans at a time, and then I'll work my way through the entire potato patch I've cut there. And you can use whatever salts you want. I like using like cayenne salts or cayenne pepper salts, just because I like spicier things, and not on all of them. I mean, you're free to mix and match. And when these are done, I mean, I'll just put in more olive oil, more salt. Like right now, I'm just going to use this some kind of one-step seasoning salt. So you can tell it's not rocket science. You just do what you want, and if you find you don't like something, well, then you try something else, and just you'll make a mental note. If you have to eat a pan of these and you don't like the seasoning salt on them, you're gonna remember it. Okay, you won't have to write it down. It's just like if you ate a leaf of poison ivy. That's gonna be burnt into your memory for the rest of your life. I've never done that, but that's just my comparison. And I have been doing my workout. I've done my workout once today. I feel 100% better than I did even yesterday. So it has, it's been, just keep working out. You'll feel better. You'll get past that little bump that says, oh, you know, I don't feel like doing this right now. But I feel terrific right now. I've kept up my diet. I did have a couple of glasses of my fruit drink right now. I didn't want to show that again. I will show it again in the future, but I'm starting to fall in love with strawberries, man. Like the bag of frozen strawberries, that's like a godsend to me. Fruit of the gods, in my opinion. Some people say it's grapes or olives, but no, for me it's strawberries. What else? Yeah, that's basically it. I'm still smoking. Oh yeah, I just weighed myself today. I mean, I have eaten a salad, so I mean, I'm not cheating by like starving myself before I weigh myself. So I have actually lost another 5 pounds, so I'm down to 260 right now. But like I said, the weight loss won't be as dramatic. I mean, I'm 14 days in, 2 weeks in, and then I've lost 10 pounds. It's probably about on par. Another thing that I remember is the weight that I'm lifting right now, the dumbbells, like all I'm doing is curls, push-ups, and sit-ups. I'll go into that on a later video, why I do it in the order I do it. I do it curls, sit-ups, and push-ups. I'll tell you now. It's because sit-ups are relatively easy, like 10 sit-ups isn't a lot to do. And it gives me a break in between. Like push-ups are a lot harder for me because I mean I weigh so much. And so that sit-ups are a nice little break. When I add in my 2 more exercises, which I haven't been doing yet, but I know which ones they are, and I'll tell you when I start doing them after the weekend here. It's only Wednesday or Thursday, I think. I don't know. But yeah, it's nice to have your exercises, like do an easy one and do a hard one. One thing that's nice about going to a gym, if you can go to a gym, is you can do leg exercises. Like right now, I mean, I could do kind of a squats where I'm curling, but that would be pretty difficult for me. It'd be good exercise, but I'm not going to do that. I mean, walking for now is going to be all the leg exercise that I've been getting. And it's a nice day out now, so I mean, I've been walking fine and doing it. I actually did it 4 times yesterday, just because it was so nice, and I've been feeling a lot better now. So, yeah. So I'm doing good, and I'm right where I expected to be. So, yeah, it's going good. And if you're following along, oh yeah, about the curling weight. I mean, I looked at it, and I think some smaller people might be like, wow, I mean, 30-pound dumbbells, that's a lot of weight. But like I said, I'm going to be doing curling 30-pound weights probably 3, 4, or 5 months from now. So it's nice to start out with that weight, like a heavier weight, just because you'll get used to it faster. Like it's still hard for me to do it, but it's not nearly as hard as when I first started doing it. And then when I go to add more reps, like if you started at a lighter weight and then went to a heavier weight and you tried doing it like the same amount of reps, you're not going to be able to do it. So that's one good thing. But if you do decide to go from light to heavier, just to start off lighter, that's fine. Just keep in mind that there is going to be that hump day where you're gonna, well, hump like couple of days where you're gonna be like, oh, this is so hard. And it's okay to like lower the reps. If you're upping the weight, lower the reps. So yeah, don't feel bad about that. I'm gonna continue cutting up the potatoes. I didn't know how long that was gonna take. That's why it's kind of halfway through here. But I'll show me cutting up one potato. Just I don't know, I'll do it right now. Okay, I got this little guy here. I actually cut off the ends. I don't actually use the ends just because if you're cutting a potato, do it slow, and because you will cut yourself unless you're a mastermind. But if you're like me, you're a bit clumsy with your hands, you're not perfectly dexterous, and you don't want to have a little cut on your finger just because it's annoying. I mean, I've never cut a finger off or anything like that, but do it slow. I do cut off about this much of the ends, and that's how much I leave on the end that I'm cutting. This potato has a bit of dirt on it, but that's I do compost, so I mean it's not going to waste, but I'm not eating it. But potatoes are relatively inexpensive. Like a bag of them is however many dollars, and you get a lot, and they're very filling. That's one good thing about potatoes. They've got a lot of starch in them, so I think they're high carb. I'm pretty sure they're high carb. So they've got a lot of energy in them. Unlike I mean a salad, they don't have much in the way of energy. They've got a lot of nutrients, but you can't like burn nutrients. So as energy. So there you go. That's my video. I will start showing me working out again. I mean, if I had an enviable figure, then watching me work out might be a bit more exciting. But I feel the need to do it just to show like everyone that's like going, oh, well, is he even doing it or something like that? Then you can see that yes, in fact, I am doing it 3 times a day, every time I say I did, like 2 days ago I didn't do it. So I mean, 2 breaks in 14 days is actually less of a rest than I'm going to be taking, because I am going to start taking weekends off. Like this weekend coming up, I'm taking it off, letting my muscles recuperate, which they don't really need, but it's a mental break too. And then, I mean, there's not going to be any breaks during the week unless I hurt myself somehow, which probably won't happen while I'm working out, because, I mean, I'm not going to be lifting weights over myself really. Well, one of the exercises I will be, but I'm not going to drop it on myself. So, yeah, that's all for today. You guys have a good day.